Welcome to Inside the College. I'm Dr. Maggie McMenamin, President of Union County College. We're delighted to have you here today for our show, and there are lots of exciting things happening at Union County College this semester. You know, our mission is transforming our community one student at a time, and our episodes today, our segments today, reflect that mission. We'll be right back with the first segment. Welcome back to Inside the College. I'm Dr. Maggie McMenamin, President of Union County College. My guests for this segment of Inside the College are two young men who lead our Project Achievement Initiative. Mr. Amir Malcolm, welcome Amir.
Thanks for having me.
And Mr. Duane Reid, not the drugstore Duane Reid, but our Duane Reid. Welcome.
Thank you.
Amir, let's start with you. Tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
So I'm from Irvington, New Jersey.
Did you go to high school in Irvington?
I actually went to high school in Newark. I went to St. Benedict's Prep.
Okay.
After St. Benedict's, I went to Kane University.
And what did you study at Kane?
Public administration.
Tell me, I've heard a lot of people majoring in public admin. What was your thought? What did you want to do? Were you looking for maybe a career in politics?
I knew I wanted to work in the government, possibly at the local municipality level. And then I eventually realized that higher ed was the route for me after being a student ambassador at Kane.
Okay, so you majored in public admin at Kane. Do you have your master's degree yet?
I'll be complete with my master's in May.
Somebody told me that.
Yes.
So where are you studying for your master's?
Kane University.
Okay, and what's the what discipline?
Public administration.
Again,
also.
public admin.
Yes.
So what are your personal goals career-wise?
Career-wise, I look to advance in higher education.
Maybe my job?
Eventually one day.
All right, all right.
I love working at the community college level, serving students, and also just assisting students from the community.
All right. Duane, let's go to you. Tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
From Irvington, New Jersey as well.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Irvington High.
Irvington High School. Wonderful. And where'd you go undergrad, and what'd you major in?
Well, I started my undergrad at Essex County College.
Okay.
I majored in criminal justice there, and then transferred to Rutgers University. Also majored in criminal justice.
Why criminal justice? I mean, do you want to be a cop or a federal probation officer?
My dad and my mom wanted me to be a lawyer.
Okay.
Wasn't really my passion, but that's what they wanted me.
So you do it your mother and father, honor thy mother and thy
father. Honor thy mother and father. So that's what I went to school for. But while I was working, part-time in Irvington as a teacher's assistant, and I was also going back to Rutgers for my master's degree in public administration because I had a passion for higher education.
All right.
So that's what led me to public administration.
So before you gentlemen came here to work at Union County College in our Project Achievement program, what did you do beforehand?
I was working at Kane for 2 years in their undergrad admissions office.
So you were an admissions recruiter?
Correct.
Okay, wonderful. And Duane, how about you?
I was NJ Stars advisor and also freshman first-year advisor at Essex County College.
All right, well, we're delighted to have you both here at Union County College, but we want to learn more about what's your role here. What do you do? Tell us about Project Achievement. Amir.
So Project Achievement is a black male initiative here at Union County College, and we work to close in on the achievement gap between the graduation rates between African American male students and the general population. So in doing so, we have two main focuses. We advise students, and then we also provide social and community engagement activities for students to keep them on campus and also engaged.
Tell us about the social and community events, Duane. What kind of things do you do with these students?
So a lot of the social events that we keep on campus, we have bi-weekly meetings. We also bring in the Omega Psi Phi fraternity.
The Omegas.
They're a big deal.
Give a shout out to our friends.
Yes. Normally when we have a program with them, it's normally a packed program. But we also cater to the needs of our Project Achievement students with providing a program that's relatable to them, such as taking a knee or the do's and don'ts of social media. Those are just two of the programs.
So and what about some of the fun things that you do? Is it all educational, or is some of it actually recreational and fun?
We definitely have a lot of fun events as well. College visits, Temple University.
My alma mater.
Oh, yeah?
Temple?
That is nice.
Oh yeah, Temple University, wonderful.
I believe you guys went to another university.
We also visited Howard University
In D.C.
in DC, and on that trip we got to do some of the fun stuff in DC. Got to visit a few of the Smithsonian museums and also the monuments as well. So that was
you
pretty
took
cool.
Project Achievement students down to D.C. on these visits.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Wonderful. Tell me about the advisement that you do with your Project Achievement students. How is it different than the advisement that they had been having previously?
So within Project Achievement, our advisement is very one-on-one. We typically try to meet with students multiple times throughout the course of the semester. And not only just meet for advisement, we talk to our guys about pretty much anything, school-related stuff and stuff that they might be experiencing outside of school.
So talk to me about the success you've had with this.
I feel that when the students feel that we're more relatable to them, that they not only feel obligated to complete their degree here, but they feel comfortable being here. I remember when I first started college, I had the feeling that did I belong or did I not belong? But when we were more engaged with the students, they feel like they have a home here at UCC.
Some of our listeners might wonder, why is it important to have social activities and how does that impact success? Why should we care about, you know, visits to the Smithsonian or to the monuments? Or I know you did some time at the golf place on Route 1 in Edison. What's that? Top Golf.
Golf.
And I believe there was a paintball event a few years ago. How does that help? Help folks at home who don't know higher ed understand why that helps.
It helps and is also very important. A lot of our guys are from Union County and also neighboring counties like Essex. And you'll be surprised to know that students typically don't visit areas outside of their surroundings. So these opportunities give them the chance to see and experience stuff outside of their normal day-to-day activities.
So they get an understanding that the world is much bigger than just Union County
Absolutely,
or
yeah.
Irvington
Yeah.
or whatever.
And you find a lot of them never really traveled outside of the state as well. So when they see other things and historic monuments, they're like, wow, you know, we haven't seen this outside environment before. And it, like I said, it makes them more engaged being successful to see other places. So it's like a, I guess, eye-opener for them.
I've always said, and I know the research indicates, that a student who's engaged or connected is more likely to stay in school. A student who's engaged or connected is more likely to graduate from school. So I guess, how long have you been working in Project Achievement, Amir?
A little bit over 2 years.
How about you, Duane?
A little bit over a year.
All right, so does it work? Is Project Achievement working?
Absolutely. Within our first year of Project Achievement, we were able to increase the graduation rate pretty much by doubling it within our first year. We were able to graduate a high number of our students during our first year.
So big success.
Big success. And then you can see like the students are happier here. I think we have like an open door policy where not only do they see us on campus and stop and say hi, but they come in all times of the day. We actually have snacks, you know, water, chips, breakfast bars, and they'll come in and just have a normal conversation just about things going on outside the classroom.
How do you connect with them, though? How do you find them? How do you, I mean, just 10,000 students here at Union County College, and you guys are advising and tracking hundreds of them. Suppose they don't answer your email. What do you do?
We do a lot of outreach, so it usually typically starts off as a phone call, email. If we're unable to reach students, we'll also do a classroom visit.
And text messaging.
And text messaging as well. Also, a lot of our students hang out in the commons, as you know. So oftentimes, Duane and I will just kind of walk through the commons and just look for students if we're unable to reach them.
So it's intrusive intervention.
Extremely.
Extreme intrusive intervention.
Correct.
Fantastic. What are our goals for this? Well, first I want to mention these young men are responsible for quadrupling our graduation rate for our African American males. And I know you have even loftier goals for this year. You haven't yet narrowed the gap, but you're approaching an elimination of the achievement gap. This year, graduation rate goal?
30%.
equal to the college rate.
Correct.
Correct.
All right, you're going to work yourselves out of a job. Next steps for you professionally, Amir.
I look forward to advancing in my career, just pretty much moving up the ranks and staying in higher education.
Good. How about you, Duane?
Pretty much the same as Mr. Malcolm, looking to further my career in higher education. Also, I start my EDD program at Rowan University in fall.
You're going to start in the Rowan doctorate program.
Absolutely. I got accepted and everything went through. I got my acceptance letter last week.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. There are 1,200 community colleges in the nation, and there is a prediction that 60% of the presidencies are going to turn over in the next 10 years.
Oh, wow.
There is a strong need for visionary leadership in higher education, and certainly you guys give me great hope for the future as you move up the ranks, directors, dean of students, VP of students, and the presidency. The future is yours to go after. So I want to congratulate you on the tremendous success that you've had professionally here at Union County College in launching and keeping this project achievement program going. But also, good luck to both of you in your futures as you shoot for the stars.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So my guests for this segment of the show have been Union County College employees, Mr. Amir Malcolm and Mr. Duane Reid. They lead our Project Achievement Initiative to close the gap in graduation rates for African American males. Thank you, Amir. Thank you, Duane. And we'll be right back after these messages.
My name is Joshua Marseille, and I'm a business major. I expect to graduate in 2018.
How's it going, guys? My name is Ryan Sheedy. I'm a sports management major here at UCC, and I'm hoping to graduate in May of 2018.
My name is Natalie Santos. I'm a liberal arts major, and I hope to graduate from Union County College on May 2019.
Union County College! Transforming our community, one student at a time.
Welcome back to Inside the College. I'm Dr. Maggie McMenamin, president of Union County College. My guests for this segment of the show are two individuals who work with the Union County College Foundation. First, the executive director of the foundation, Mr. Doug Rouse. Welcome, Doug.
Thank you, Dr. McMenamin. Thanks for having me on the show.
Great to have you here again, but you've brought with you one of your foundation board members, Mr. Harvey Hirschfeld. Harvey, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Dr. McMenamin.
It's great to have you both here, and we love talking about the foundation. Doug, we know a little bit about your work, but tell us, what does the foundation do?
Sure. The foundation's mission is to accelerate the pace of student success. And over the last few years, we've really been able to expand our scholarship program. That's primarily what we do, is we're providing scholarships for our students.
So you raise money from donors to help fund student tuition.
Absolutely. In the last 3 years, we've given out over $1 million every year. New this year is we've started a food insecurity program providing breakfasts to students who are in need. We also help support the college's food pantry with contributions so they can buy food for our students as well.
So scholarships and necessary food items for students.
Absolutely.
Those are the primary things you're raising money for.
Primarily, yes.
Okay. Tell us, now you have a foundation board.
Yes.
How many people on the board, roughly?
We have about 30 people on our board, and they're made up of corporate leaders like Harvey, community leaders, and alum of the college.
All right. So Harvey, tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Far Hills,
Far Hills, New Jersey?
But I grew up in Hillside, and I lived in Springfield for
right
many,
here
many
in
years.
Union County.
Yep, kept going by the college all the time.
How did you get connected to the college and to the foundation board?
One of the board members, Jeff Katz, is a good friend from Springfield, and he would invite us, my wife and myself, to some of the galas, and it just resonated well with me, given my background and the fact that, you know, tuition was always a tough thing when I was growing up and had to go work.
Where'd you go undergrad?
I went to Fairleigh Dickinson when they had a Rutherford campus, which is no longer there.
No longer there. What'd you major in college?
In business management.
And now you're a businessman, pretty successful businessman, I might add.
I've been very fortunate to work that well.
Tell us about your businesses. I know about one of them, Law Cash. Tell me, what is that?
Law Cash is a business that provides money to people who've been injured in accidents, and while they're waiting for their cases to settle, they sometimes fall behind in their bills, and they get an eviction notice or a foreclosure notice, and what we do is give them money to help them over that time, let the attorney have the time to get them a fair and equitable settlement.
So it's not buying their settlement, it's providing them with interim cash.
That's
is that
correct.
Right?
That's correct. And with the provision that you don't owe us any money until such time as the case is settled, and if you lose your case, then you don't owe us anything. We don't get any.
So that really helps people. I know that I've seen folks who have been unable to return to work because of an accident.
Right.
And then they're really stressed about making a mortgage payment.
That's right. It's a need. We've since we've been in existence, we're in our 19th year of doing this. We've funded over half a $500 million.
Wow.
And over 120,000 individuals. And what's the greatest thing about it is seeing the testimonials from people. How did we help you?
So over 120,000 customers, but satisfied customers, you're saying?
Yes.
People who really were helped by this business. Wonderful.
That's correct.
What else do you do?
So that has been our core business. We've also, because we're in the legal community, we heard from some of our people that we work with about banking, and 11 years ago we started a bank called Esquire Bank, which was originally a federally chartered bank in Brooklyn. And Esquire Bank has grown. It just went public in June on NASDAQ, and we've been very pleased with that.
Is it an online bank or a bricks and mortar bank? Or?
Bricks and mortar in Brooklyn and Long Island, but basically more online. It's a bank for lawyers, by lawyers to help with their needs, sometimes with lines of credits, and it's been very successful so far. And that's been one of our banks, one of our other businesses. And we just set up a few years ago a business called Yield Street, which is Yield Street. It provides different lending opportunities for people who want to invest in, whether it's legal cases, whether it's NFL player contracts, whether it's a variety of real estate where they can get a higher return than they can get elsewhere.
So all of these businesses, though, revolve around the legal profession.
Correct.
But you're not a lawyer.
No, just been around enough. I think, I could get close. But yes, I've never been a lawyer. But that's where we spend our time. We deal with Law Cash, particularly deals with 38,000 lawyers in 44 states. So
I won't tell any lawyer jokes. I have a lot of lawyers in my family. I love them all. I do. So Doug. Businessmen like Harvey here work with you in the foundation to raise money, but you also have certain events that we have. Harvey mentioned the gala.
Sure.
What are the other major events that you have?
So we primarily have three major fundraising events. The gala is our largest one. It's our signature fundraising event. On May 1st, we have our big golf tournament up at Fiddler's Elbow this year. We're really excited because we had to expand the golf tournament because we outgrew our old space.
Right. Well, Fiddler's Elbow, that's in Somerset County, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So why not in Union County?
Because there wasn't a golf course big enough that we could hold our events that would cost us that wouldn't cost us too much. We could have held it at Baldwin, but they're a little pricey for us. So we're excited. We're already over 180 golfers right now.
Do you still have more spots available?
We absolutely have
so
more
golfers
spots.
Who are listening to us today could perhaps call your office and get a slot in the golf tournament.
Absolutely. And if you're interested in calling, the number is 908-709-7505.
So you can call the number at the bottom of the screen to either make a donation to the foundation or to reserve a spot in the annual golf tournament at Fiddler's Elbow.
Right, and then we have an event in July. It's called Close the Gap. It's our campaign to support the college's strategic initiative for Project Achievement. We're raising scholarship funds and emergency funds and to support the programming that Project Achievement has for our African American students.
So the gala, which is in the fall.
In October.
The golf tournament in May, and the Close the Gap event during the summer are the three major fundraisers.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Doug. This is great information for our viewers. And this is a 501c3, so all donations to the foundation are tax deductible. But talk to your tax attorney about that. I don't want to give legal advice, but money goes to support scholarships and meals for students who are hungry.
And emergency funding, books. If a student in need can turn to the foundation, and we usually will have a program available for them.
Okay. So Harvey, you mentioned when you were an undergrad that perhaps financial aid was an important thing for you. Is that what drew you to the foundation?
Well, it resonated with me very deeply because of the fact when I went to college, I remember my father paid for the first semester, and then I got a payment book, and it was my job to pay the payments to keep me in school, and it was a lot of money, and with a lot of help from work-study programs and just part-time jobs, I made it through, and I graduated. And I always remembered, sometimes it's not the big dollars, like but it's just that little extra that you need. That like today, when a $500 piece that goes to just complete someone's tuition could mean all the difference in the world. So that's the thing that stood out in my mind, and that's where I wanted to help. And when I got involved, I got involved setting up one for my mother in my mother's name.
A scholarship?
A scholarship in her name. She is, passed away, but I thought that was a great thing to do.
What was her name?
Shirley Hirschfeld.
The Shirley Hirschfeld Scholarship.
Yeah, so it was great, and when I talked to Doug about that, it was the idea of I like to give a little bit to each person, like a $500 scholarship for a number of people, as opposed to one for everyone.
Right,
because
a huge one.
I knew that it helped me when I was going through school, and sometimes that was just, we talk about close the gap. That closed the gap for me. To
Sometimes a $500 scholarship, well, it will pay for one course or
Exactly.
pay for 3 books, but just that little bit of money makes a difference.
No question about it. That's how I felt, and as I said, I think the college is doing great work, and I've said that to you many times, the work that you've done, and I'm excited to be part of this.
Well, we're happy that you're a part of the foundation board, and you felt the warm feeling, the goosebumps that come with being able to directly impact someone's life, helping a group of students with even just what sounds like a small amount of money, perhaps to some, makes a difference for those kids.
Absolutely. I thought it was a great idea to begin with, but then afterwards to get a letter from a student to say how much it personally helped them was great.
Yeah,
it really made my day.
Maybe tear-jerking in some ways. Recently we had our scholarship reception, and I had an opportunity to meet the inaugural Elizabeth McMenamin Foundation scholar, the young lady who got the scholarship that I created in my mother's name.
Yes.
And I'm 8 years at Union County College and very connected to and supportive of the mission of the foundation. But there's nothing like knowing that you've got a scholarship that's going to change that person's life,
There's no
that
question.
individual, meeting that person, seeing them, shaking their hand, looking into their eyes, and seeing the hope and promise of future generations. You've got that bug now.
Absolutely.
You can never get rid of it.
No,
you felt
exactly.
it.
Inherently I knew it was there, but to actually see it, to meet the people, to get letters, it's a great thing, and it really corroborates this is a great task, and Union County College has done a great job with that.
What would you say to people who are watching us here this evening or tonight, who are on the fence about donating to the foundation, wondering are their dollars well allocated or well spent?
Yeah, I guess I would say to them that the best thing is sometimes you can get jaded, it's not going to go anywhere, but here you could tangibly see it, that it can help somebody, and then you could meet that person or get a letter from that person, and you don't realize the impact you have, even though it could be a small amount relative to what you have, but to that person, it could have meant the difference of staying in school or not staying in. So to me, it's a major impact. So anybody that's on the fence, you should jump.
Jump. Transforming our community one student at a time and accelerating the pace of student success. My guests for this segment have been Doug Rouse, the Executive Director of the Union County College Foundation, and one of his great foundation board members, successful businessman and philanthropist, Harvey Hirschfeld. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me today on the show, and thank you for everything you do to help our students, to help the future of our county, our state, and our nation.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to Inside the College. I'm Dr. Maggie McMenamin, President of Union County College. Our episode today focused on how Union County College transforms our community one student at a time. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you next time on Inside the College.